All right, so since the video that I did prior about outlines got a lot of feedback, I wanted to expound on it a little bit. So this is a 3-act structure book outline. You can use it, they use it in films and things of that nature as well, but it shows and consists of a beginning, a middle, and an end. I utilize that in some form in my new book, Melissa Douglas and the No Bullies Allowed Club. But let's jump right into it with Act 1. It sets the stage. Welcome to my world, right? The exposition of this whole first part of the book, right? So you want to build and allow people to know what the character is. You want to introduce your protagonist, your main character, what makes them tick, their background, what is their family life like, the location, the time, what are some of their likes and dislikes, what incident happens, right? These are the things that you want to build. You want to turn that character in almost like a 3-dimensional character where people can actually feel or see that character, put themselves in that person's shoes. For example, in my book, I wanted it to be from a first-person standpoint, so I wanted kids to be able to relate to that character. I wanted them to feel like that character, maybe even they have experienced some of the emotions in which that character has experienced. You learn what they like to eat. Sometimes if you want to jump into it and go that far, but what they like to eat, the things that annoy them. In my case, she has a little issues with her sibling. You know, we normally have those sibling rivalries, don't we? Their family life, their family structure. Are they coming from a 2-parent home? Is it a 1-parent home? Are they adopted? Are they in foster care? Did their parents die? What are some of the likes and dislikes? You know, the things that annoy them, as I stated before. And then what happens? What's the buildup? What's the thing that triggers those types of emotions, right? Act 2 is the juicy part. The oh no, the conflict, right? What happens? The confrontation, right? For example, in my book, there's a part where Melissa has to figure out, is she going to run away from a situation or is she going to embrace the situation? And either direction in which she decides to choose really would interpret or bring about who she becomes, right? All of us have met that part of conflict in our life where we're at one point of, if we go this route, we can be somebody amazing. If we go this way, we can still be the shell of ourselves, right? We never will meet that point of where we're supposed to be in life, right? You can even reflect back on your life and think, man, if I wouldn't have did this, maybe I'll be here. But then you can also be one of those people that say everything happens for a reason. You know, I digress. The rising action, right? So now she's at a point, speaking of my book as an example, she's at a point of no return. Either she's going to face this situation or she's going to run, right? It's a big decision. So there's a conflict. There doesn't always have to be a physical conflict when it comes to things in Act 2, right? Sometimes it's an internal battle. Sometimes it's both. And here you would experience it as both. There's actually a physical conflict that she must address, as well as the inner conflict of the confidence to do whatever she needs to do. All right, so now after the big decisions, it's going to roll you into Act 3. The pre-climax, climax, resolution, right? It's the final battle, right? So whether that battle, as stated before, is a physical battle or an internal battle, it all hits here. This is where it all makes sense. It ties all of these things together, Act 1 and Act 2 together. It ties them all together where everybody can somewhat feel like the tension. Now you're either rooting for your protagonist or trying to root against them. Hopefully you're not rooting against the protagonist. But anyway, and then after that final battle, whether it's physical or internal, what's the aftermath, right? What is the feeling after that? What goes on after that battle? Is that just it and the story ends? Most of the time, you can read a good book, it's going to be, you know, not just the ending. It's going to kind of fade out where it ties everything together and it makes sense. And then you have a resolution. In this book, there is a resolution. Can't tell you about it until you buy it. You know, you can buy it and read it, check it out. But yeah, that's your 3-act structure. I think it's good for anybody that's writing a book. Do you need a book outline? No. If you're a neat person and you really know how to construct your ideas, then you don't need it. But if you're somebody like me that has ideas all over the place, I think it's a great thing to have. So hope that helps. Make sure, if you like things like this and you want to learn more about not only the self-publishing, but low-content books and things of that nature, actually, as far as the creation process, hit that follow button. My new book, Melissa Douglas and No Bullies Allowed Club, is finally on Amazon, so go grab that. And thanks for your time.